Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're making a classic Mediterranean dish that's not only packed with a ton of flavors, but it's the kind of food that's going to fill you with so much goodness. We're talking Mediterranean fish with orzo and tomatoes. Now the beauty of this recipe, besides the fact that it's made with simple everyday ingredients and that it's all done using just one pan, is that it comes together in about 30 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours and hours. Folks, serve this dish next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish white wine, more specifically from the region of Alicante. You can have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before we start, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Phil Segarra, David Machado, Tommy Williams, Jim Schallert, and Barbara Eastman. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. All right, let's just dive right into this. I'm gonna heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and drizzle in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here is what truly flavors all the ingredients. Link where you can get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to add in 3 cod fillets over some paper towels and pat them completely dry. The size of the fillets that I'm using are 7 ounces, which is 200 grams each. And as always, I'm using cod about frozen and thawed out, but you can also use the fresh stuff here, as well as any other type of firm white fish, such as tilapia, white sea bass, or even hake, which is known as merluza in Spain. Then we'll season the fillets with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper, and you want to do this on both sides. And then cut each one into 2 evenly sized pieces for a total of 6 pieces of fish. Then we'll add in the pieces of fish into the hot fry pan, and you want to make sure they're all in a single layer and evenly spaced out. And we're going to go for about 3 to 4 minutes per side here until that fish is just cooked through. Once the pieces of fish are just cooked through, once again about 3 to 4 minutes per side, we'll remove them from the pan and set them aside. Now using the same pan with the same heat, I'm going to add in 1 small onion that I finely chopped and 4 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped. And we'll mix the ingredients around continuously, that way they don't brown too quickly and it all evenly sautés. After about 4 minutes, and the onions are nice and translucent, I'm going to add in a 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes, which is 410 grams. We'll also add in a generous teaspoon of dried oregano, which is 1.25 grams, half a teaspoon of dried thyme, which is half a gram, and season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And if you see that your tomatoes are too acidic, you just add in a dash of white sugar, baking soda, or even some ground cinnamon. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a few minutes. After simmering the tomatoes for about 5 minutes, and they've slightly thickened, I'm going to add in 2 cups of vegetable broth, which is 480 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even fish broth if you like. Either way, link on how to make my homemade veggie broth in the description box below. And we'll pinch in a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is 0.17 grams. Link where you can get the Spanish golden saffron I'm using in the description box below as well. Then we'll turn it up to a high heat, give it a gentle mix, and bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, it's time to add in the orzo. I'm going to measure out 1 cup, which is about 200 grams, and add it into the pan. And we'll give it a mix, that way everything's evenly distributed. And you don't have to mix this around continuously, but do get under every 2 minutes or so, that way the orzo doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan and it all evenly cooks. After cooking the orzo for about 10 minutes, which in my case is about 3 minutes shy of the orzo being cooked al dente, we'll add in the pieces of fish back into the pan, and once again all in a single layer and evenly spaced out. Important to check the package instructions in the orzo you're using, as you want to add the fish back into the pan when it's about 3 minutes shy of being cooked al dente. And then we'll place the lid on the pan and lower the fire to a low-medium heat, and we're going to simmer this for about 3 minutes or until the orzo is cooked al dente and that fish is heated through. Once the orzo is just cooked al dente, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove the lid and then the pan from the heat. For the final touches, I'm going to squeeze in 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice over the dish and top it off with some chopped fresh parsley. Check it out, our Mediterranean fish with orzo and tomatoes is done. Easy to make, heart-healthy ingredients, and all done in about 30 minutes using just one pan. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, Mediterranean fish with orzo and tomatoes. This I am so excited to try. Here we go. Absolutely delicious. That right there is what the Mediterranean kitchen's all about. So many great flavors. The fish is beautifully cooked and it just kind of melts in your mouth. The orzo served all the flavors in the pan and the spices and herbs in those tomatoes, taking this to the next level. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish white wine from the beautiful region of Alicante, you can have yourself a fabulous meal. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.